Welcome back to Hardcore SlayerMan. Last episode, we completed 3 Slayer tasks material. We turned in our 3 tasks and got 3 keys. And we've unlocked our first 3 tiles, being the starting journey, Imp Catcher, and Witch's Potion. On today's episode, we will be completing Imp Catcher, trying to complete Witch's Potion. Unfortunately, to do this, we will need to buy an Eye of Newt, and that will cost some allowance, of which we currently have 0, and doing more Slayer tasks. Strap in, this should be a good one. Okay, here we are with Turiel, about to get our 4th task. See what it is. Okay, 25 dwarves. I feel like that's gonna be a bad one. Dwarves, huh? Okay, great. Let's go see what those dwarves are like. Hey, these dwarves are actually a very good task. They drop bronze pickaxes at a rate of 1 in 9, so I should expect to get one of those. And I could even potentially get an iron battle axe, though. That would be quite the rare drop at 1 in 128. They are on the high level of the combat side, though, so I think I'm going to go kill the imps, try to get up my strength, maybe some defense, before tackling this task. After our first imp kill, we got our very first piece of equipment on the account. Our best in slot currently, Blue Wizard Hat with a +2 magic and defense and attack bonus. Damn, we look sick. A few more kills later, and we finally get a piece of emergency food. This is very nice. Now I'm very glad we have this. We've also gotten the white bead so far, only 3 more of those to go. Here we are at our second random event, the Freaky Forester. Time to get freaky with 2 tails. Kill this one. I had 2 tails, I think. Okay, I guess I'll bring you the bird, the dead corpse. And I just leave. What is he doing with these corpses? Why does he have preferences? He's called Freaky, and we bring him dead things. I don't know. But he gave me these cool pants, so I guess we'll leave him be for now. We've gotten 3 beats so far in 39 imp kills, just waiting for the red one. Okay, we did it. After 72 imp kills, geez, it took like 30 just for this red bead alone, we got all 4 beads. Now, I don't quite remember how Dan and maybe some of the other SlayerScape players have handled monsters on quests. I am going to treat them like they are my current Slayer tasks. So I'm allowed to keep any of the other drops I get. I can't deny myself the experience except for prayer, but prayer's going to be the slowest skill anyway. And I get to do some things like save maybe 100 gold at a general store by getting a hammer, shears, a bucket. I also have a piece of burnt meat for Witch's Potion later, which will be very nice. That way I don't have to wait for the cooking task to unlock, or try to just burn one and just say fuck it anyway. Okay, time to go turn these beads in. Okay, let's turn in this quest. Before that, we got 11 strength and 10 defense from the imps, and prayer up to 8. Yeah, I already have the beads. It's almost like I knew what this quest would be about. Hey, a lot of magic XP. Level 8 magic. Purchase amulet. What? What is this? What? You don't just. Oh, okay, I already got one. Okay. Sweet. now to go turn it in on the board. So I've already accidentally, I misrecorded, but I claimed the sheep, the imp catcher tile, and it unlocked sheep shear, sheep herder, and X marks the spot. So sheep shear and X marks the spot are both pretty easy quests, and sheep herder, I mean, it doesn't have requirements, but I wouldn't really consider it an easy quest either. But we don't have any keys right now, and we have a Slayer task, so let's start working on that. After only our first dwarf kill, we managed to get a bronze pickaxe, our very first weapon, giving us a total of +8 stab, +2 slash, +6 crush. Not bad. Well, I was just minding my own business, doing a dwarf massacre, and we get the 128 iron battle axe. It only took 7 dwarfs. This will be by far my best in slot for foreseeably the future. The +8 melee strength over this thing, +10 more slash. Now we have a real weapon in our hands. Maybe this task won't take so long. So it's been about 3 hours for this dwarf task. I managed to get the iron battle axe, like I said earlier. But even with these much better levels, I'm still getting beat up pretty good by these dwarves. This will be our 4th task completed, I believe. And that is task number 4 completed. Some really good drops, a really just great drop with this iron battle axe here. Oh, let's go see if we get a key or if we get some money from turning this task in. Okay, so go material, 3 keys, complete the 4th task here, and we got another key. So an interesting thing about sheep shearer is that we first need to unlock this crafting 1 through 10 before we can do sheep shearer, since we have to make balls of wool in the quest. That is going to be our next goal here, is to do 1 more task and either get the 2nd key we need to do both those quests or get the gold to do Witch's Potion. Let's go see what Turiel has in store for us for our 5th task. Hey, here we are at Turiel's. Please be kind, Mr. Turiel. 19 birds! Sweet, that should be an easy one. I think I will choose to kill chickens for their feathers for any fletching I might need to do later. We have almost finished killing our chickens and running this poor farmer out of business. At least he doesn't have to worry about me pickpocketing because I don't have the thieving skill unlocked. And dead. That is 5 tasks completed, 19 birds killed. Let's turn in this 5th task on the Slayer board and see what we get. We're already down to only a 79% chance of the key. We might get some money. Nope. Get another key. Okay, I think we will be doing sheep shearer here now that we have 2 keys. I'm going to unlock levels 1 through 10 crafting so I can legally make balls of wool, but I cannot claim this since I do not yet have 10 crafting. And I will unlock the sheep shearer quest so that I can start it. Okay, we'll walk over to our farmer and start the quest. Talk to Fred the farmer. Looking for a quest. Yeah, he wants 20 balls of wool. We'll start the quest. Okay, let's go over and start shearing. And 20 shears later, it's time to head over to the Lumbridge Castle to spin these. And now we spin, 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 spin. And now we turn them into Fred. He forgets us. He like accuses us even after we just talked to him. That's one quest point, 60 coins, and some crafting XP. Should take us to 3 crafting. Now we get to go and claim that tile since we completed the quest. So we go over to Sheepshear, complete claim since we completed the quest. This reveals Druidic Ritual, amazing, and Demon Slayer, ooh, also a pretty good quest for us. Druidic Ritual will unlock Herblore, kind of. I guess we have to get the 1 through 10 Herblore first, and then we can do Druidic Ritual. You know, you need both. Now it's time to head back to Turiel and get our 6th Slayer task. Okay, we are at Turiel once again. Let's see what our 6th task will be. 28 rats, another easy one, sweet. I don't really care about this old man. He's not a Slayer task or Slayer creature, so he'll give me things, and I can't have those things. I think that's where we're going to call it for this episode. Thank you everyone for watching.